Nah, picture me rolling.
Welcome to Eating Caviar.
Niggas ain't Caviar.
That nigga Dallas came up there and said, welcome to Cameo. And then what they
Nah, man. Caviar. Season Caviar.
And then walked off. But now,
we got a guest today, you know.
What's up with it? What's up with it?
You know what I'm saying? Mose.
What's going on, man? You good? What's up with it? What's up with it?
Yeah, he came back in different, didn't he?
Smooth talking.
nah. But now we on here today talking about we gonna do the fashion. My guy Mose, he be up on his shit. Always.
I'm slacking, man. I tell you.
Nah, it was
Why you say that?
Man, I haven't really been focused on a lot of, I guess, fashion houses or brands. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't really been focused on that. I guess only solely because, you know, I study people. You know, I study like designers and people that are like more so in the background.
Yeah.
That bring the brands to life, that helps, you know, with the team.
Right.
So like I kind of, I appreciate like a teamwork aspect versus like praising like an individual person.
I like that too.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess lately I just been kind of like studying like different, I guess, projects that I'm pleased with and that I enjoy, and or like the intent behind it, and then I just kind of like study the people who like made that vision come to life.
No, and then that's a good thing to do that because, like, even how you were just saying, the Nitti of Virgil is the dude to do the cold war. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he was following that. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
it's like, you know,
Cause like,
but you would know that he, you know what I'm saying? That he was with him.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
My bad.
No, you straight. I was gonna say that was similar to how it was with Ye and Virgil in the beginning. You know, like a lot of people don't know that Virgil was behind a lot of the shit Ye was doing.
Yeah. Pretty much all of it. Really.
All of it. You get what I'm saying? Right. So it's like, and then even with Louis, the term they taking now is strictly based off Virgil. Cause they, I mean, I check out their collection. Like their new collection is straight dope. The shoes to the bags to everything.
I think they have like definitely like a more urban look to it. At parts of it.
It was getting boring. Really boring. The monogram gets boring.
All that stuff be boring to me.
Yeah.
Just to be real with you.
No, it is. Like, I'm like, if I see it like in lighting print on like a belt or, you know what I'm saying, something like small, but you know what I'm saying, I'm like, all right, that's smooth. But anything that just be like big bulky ass duffel with the monogram or something, I'm like,
I feel like a brand that was really good at that was like getting overshadowed was like Coach. Like for me, like coaches are really like, it's trash. Like the CCCC monogram thing, that's trash. But when they would do their designs without all of that shit on it, that shit would be cool looking.
Yeah. More minimal.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Burberry wasn't far off.
Burberry was never far off. The checker that Burberry is getting way far off with their new monogram. Their new monogram is big trash.
I haven't seen it.
You ain't seen it? Like, yeah, it's terrible.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I have. I'm tripping. I have.
Like the T with the B, like it's weird looking. But it's like it would be a Tory Burch logo instead of a Burberry logo.
Yeah, I just think the more you start to do things like that, it's like the more you run out of fucking ideas or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like usually shit looks good when it looks good.
Yeah, and they was getting back to something cool before that. I don't know who told them to do that, but they were getting back to a place where Burberry was looking cool. Other than, I mean, it's the thing. The reality of it is like checkerboard is not fucking checker. That pattern. So like, you see people with shit like that all the time, and you don't even question like if it's Burberry or not. You don't even care.
Right.
So it's one of those things. But a lot of brands like Dior new stuff is dope.
Yeah, I mess with Dior.
And Dior hasn't had. I don't feel like Dior has had dope stuff prior to like the past 2 years.
It's crazy. I don't know who the creative director is for that house as of now, but I know they kind of like depending on who's like involved, is when you see like things get turned up.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like Louis probably never spoke to like the black community probably the way that it does now. You know what I'm saying? With Virgil being
And see, yeah.
inside.
So like, I don't know, on this level, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta think back to you had a guy like Dapper Dan, you know.
Oh,
what I'm
facts,
saying?
yeah.
And I was just about to say,
hitting shit like that, but you know, it just wasn't on a scale where everybody gets to see it, and even the people who wouldn't even be fucking with it are trying to fuck with it. You know.
and I think the thing was too, like Gucci went on a run. Like the past 3 years, they went on a crazy run with their designs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cause I mean, also they brought like back the Dapper Dan stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but they were also just doing different
But
shit.
that was at the
Gucci.
end of it though.
That's what I'm
To
saying.
be honest.
And but they were also doing different shit that Gucci had never did.
Mhm.
They stepped out of the monogram box and then they started throwing flames on the side of the Gucci's, and then they started doing these type of jackets and
Mhm.
doing different shit. And the fashion industry, like all those other big brands, they were
They
still
got
doing
caught
that
behind
same.
it. Yeah, they got caught behind it.
Mhm.
Gucci was like, yeah, this shit is smooth, but we can really hit this hoe. You know what I'm
And then
saying?
they did it, and then they took off for like 3 years straight, because
Mhm.
like probably people had stopped. Like I remember people had stopped, borderline stopped wearing Gucci as much just because they were doing the same old shit.
I think a lot of people stopped. I think a lot of people stopped wearing Gucci because Louis Vuitton hit so hard with their monogram.
Yeah, that monogram hit hard. Then also we in the era of like the clout era,
Mm-hmm.
right? So Gucci was like $350 a shoe.
Mm-hmm.
What, you know what I'm saying? Oh, 2010, 2011, $350 a shoe.
Mm-hmm.
What they started doing was going up $100 a year,
Mm-hmm.
even on the shirts and everything. So then now Gucci is back to being 800-900. Some of their shoes 12. So you know somebody with money is like, or somebody who wants that clout or that look, they can be like, oh, I can wear the Gucci that's 1200 because these cost the same as the Louboutins.
Mm-hmm.
But opposed to I come in with the Gucci on and they 350 and all my buddies got on Louis, I look like you know what I'm saying? For the people who think like that.
Yeah.
We don't think like that.
Right, right.
Yeah. I'm talking about, but the same thing happens even in your Nike, your Puma, Under Armour and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like
Facts.
Puma crept out of nowhere. I remember people was getting shoes for $30. Like,
They still,
and some of them still are.
I was gonna say, I'm still only gonna pay around that though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Puma,
I like Puma,
Yeah.
but I'm just not gonna. That
They taxing on Alphamille especially.
that's what I'm saying.
My thing is that's you weren't that at first, so why are you that now?
Yeah. Well, my question, I guess, would be like, how much do y'all think like culture influences like big brands today? You know what I mean? Because it's like with the Nipsey Hussle campaign that they've been putting out, or the many like athletes they've been signing
Yeah.
lately. Like that's definitely making their value go up, their marketing value. So how much do y'all think like? Because it seems like to me it's like they need us more than we need them at this point, especially.
I don't even think it's that. The crazy thing about it, I don't think it's that. I think it's Rock Nation is doing these weird, I don't know if they're 360 deals or whatever, but they have some kind of connection to certain brands, and they're giving people those collaborations and those endorsements. And so I feel like that's what it's because if you look at Puma, their whole staple of people that they have with them is just people from Rock Nation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of like, okay, you come to Rock Nation, you let me manage you. Here's what I give you: the Puma, I give you this, I give you this. You know what I'm saying? I give you a bunch of these different things because they had a list of the Rock Nation and the brands that like coincide with it that they work with. And so I feel like that's super easy because you see like the show got like Fashion Geek, so like he's been had a hard brand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He got the Puma deal. He got the Puma line. Emery, he got the Puma. And really, I feel like Emery more so carried it than anybody else. Because when Emery came home, he got Puma back going. Like he got the Puma popping, so he got the collaboration. He got Rock Nation back popping as far as clothing wise.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't know. Is it called Rock Nation for their clothing?
Honestly,
It's called Plains. They call it Plains. That's what it's called. So he got that back popping. So it was like, and then everybody kind of shifted. You started seeing his connections go like, oh, we get a Puma line too. And Puma's cool.
I'm learning right now.
I think. I think that's right on that. It's just like for me when I see those deals, it's like Are you saying? Well, okay. But let me ask you a question first.
Yeah.
Are you saying that you see it on like a good thing as far as like them collaborating with them, or bad?
I don't see it either. I just don't think they need the culture. Adidas, I mean,
you ended. Okay.
Puma doesn't. I feel like Puma is like something that was tied in to the culture. Obviously, I didn't grow up in the '80s, right? But I feel like they're one of those brands that it doesn't really fucking matter because they never were a staple brand.
Yeah.
Like Adidas.
They weren't that at first, and then not. Why are you that now?
Yeah, I'm saying it's not a staple brand. So whether they have like these people behind them or not, it didn't matter because the people who wear Puma are obviously different people than the people we see, right? So I don't think it matters. But like Adidas, right? Since the '80s, it's been a thing. Converse since the 1920s, you know what I'm saying? That's been a thing. Nikes, Jordan in the '80s and '90s, it's been a thing. So all these Timberlands, even they. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's always been a brand where we've had the culture behind it, but I feel like Puma's one of those people. People wore it, but it don't fucking matter.
Also, a lot of that shit just transcends too, man. Like people with the Timbs, them dudes were construction workers at one point. You know what I'm saying? And it just come down. All that shit just translates down from what a motherfucker was down there wearing at work, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's shit weird, but
like I don't know about that.
Not wearing it work, but you know what I'm saying? Like some parts of it though, like you gonna have a dude that motherfucking wears a hat like a chef. You know what I'm saying?
At some point, and then you gonna have somebody like ASAP Rocky to put that on, and then you gonna have somebody like me to be like, that's whack.
They do the little safety vest things now. Think about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And that's jumpy jumps, you know what I'm saying?
that's whack.
Like, bro, like somebody walked in and was like, oh, I'm actually trying to wear that.
I done seen people with it, and I'm
You know
like,
what I'm saying?
yeah, I'll be like, that shit. Like Rocky, he one of the people, I know he a big fashion person, but he's all over the place for me.
He's like what to me, him, Migos don't really do that shit as much now. But
no, the Migos just dress like entertainers.
They do, but the thing is they still have on fresh pieces. The pieces just don't work well together.
That's just
and
true.
I ain't trying to hear nobody talking about you're not digging abstract enough. You just gotta that shit does not look good, nigga. Yeah. Like, bro,
you can't put on a bunch of expensive shit and it look cool. Like,
man, that shirt is nice. The shirt is nice, but that might not go with the pants, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
I mean, I think at the end of the day, it's definitely all a perspective thing. I think that for artists who have the ability to kind of do a lot, they had the tendency to kind of like go off of like certain particular moves. So if workwear is the move, then they're gonna like portray, or they're gonna dress as if like, okay, I'm gonna actually make this look pleasing. You know what I'm saying? So where it's like you can wear this outside of work, because at the end of the day, you know, a lot of people like focus on like fit and form. Yeah. And so like I've noticed that about Rocky too. Like I may not agree with everything that he does or everything that anybody really does for real, but I can appreciate somebody's perspective on how he was able to rock that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, he rock everything with confidence.
For sure.
Some of the shit, I be looking at this shit all the time. I done seen some fits, like, it's not like every one of them motherfuckers is trash, you know what I'm saying?
But no, some of the shit be dope.
Yes, it's just, some of the shit was, you know, Gucci at the top, fucking V-Long bottom, you know what I'm saying? And it actually fit. It can't just be some, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And cause they be going from like, the thing is, alright, so if a motherfucker's dressing like, you say you got your designer that's, you know what I'm saying, making shit for work. He's making that for work. Somebody else is trying to make something for something else. And shit is not, you know what I'm saying? That's not two of them cohesive jobs, you know what I'm saying?
But it's, I mean, you know, like I said, I got like in like the industrial, like I guess we call it like industrial wear, workwear. There are times where I probably would like see like a Dickies vest and put that on with my slacks. You know what I mean?
That's dope. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just kind of like based on like a perspective thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But see, but once again with that whole thing, I think that came from a different place, like with black people and stuff we wear sometimes. A lot of that stuff be fresh because people like you've seen people wear it too a long time ago. Like, you know, in Cali they wear the Dickie, the top with the bottom, right? That's the Cali swag. And then you got Miami. They're what they call a monkey suit. It's the whole get up joint. Now you starting to see people wear that with the designs on it.
Buddy walking, man. Dude, we was in chat. We had that big house. We threw a house party. So like some little locals that got in there, they paid to come in there. You know what I'm saying? But we started slowing that bit down. Dude, and they're like, nah. So it's like maybe like 3 or 4 of them in there. Bro, when I say dude came in with the monkey jump like that, had the motherfucker, he unzipped that home, was like, nah, we good in here. Clip hanging out that bitch. I was like, yeah, wrap it up, motherfucker.
I feel like I was out there for that too.
You probably was, bro. Like,
yeah, that's how it be. Cause I mean, then up north they do the overalls. Like that's always. So like me growing up, I would see like we go to Ohio, people have nothing on but overalls with a hoodie. Nothing. It don't matter what J's came out, none of that. They wearing boots, overalls, and a hoodie, and that's they style. And I think a lot of times, like we was talking to a female one day, and she was saying like something about most of the fashion stuff coming from New York. Or we was mimicking something from New York, the one chick. But I'll tell you about it later. You'll remember, you know what I'm saying? But she was saying the stuff like y'all mimic New York. But I think a lot of that comes from too is we have cars here. So we'll jump in a car like a down south. I hop in a car with some sweatpants on. We're a little different. New York people will too, but I think a lot of that comes from a lot of them sit in a borough or they on a street and they hang out all day. So when you come out your house, the only thing you gotta do is get fresh. No, you got stuff to do, but I'm saying if you a nigga like I'm coming out like ASAP Rocky and them, like anybody who you meet from New York, they'll tell you the ASAP niggas, they know they're known to get some money. But they was known to just get fresh as fuck. But what they do is come out their crib, get fresh as fuck, and post on the block all day. So it's like they fresh as hell, but they don't have nowhere to go either. You know what I'm saying? They don't have nothing else
it's
to
just
do.
like when you go, motherfucker used to go to Christmas with your new fit on, nigga. Like you used to pull up at
But this is every day for them though.
No, I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like
but I think it's different too though with that, cause like all right, so if you got dude who works from, you know what I'm saying, where he works, well, he lives in Harlem, working Bronx, nigga. He got to do the same thing. He got to travel, so that's where your big shit's coming from. You know what I'm saying?
Some of that stuff, but like I think most of that would derive from that too. Like niggas, like I'm gonna come on the block and kill him today. Like yo son, like word to mother, like when I get on the block today, son, I'm gonna kill him. And they blocks is like they don't gotta go to Barcelona. You know what I'm saying? They don't gotta go to LA Jackson. They can stand on the block all day and the chicks gonna pass through the block because they know everybody's on the block. So it's just like when you were a kid, we was growing up, you know what I'm saying, the neighborhoods. You know, if the chicks is out, you're gonna be in the regular stuff while you out playing and hooping and all that. But after that, it's time to lace up the sneaks. You like, you know, I know the girls from the pass through. They don't pass through once. Let me go ahead.
So hold on. So do y'all dress for you? Like
we
as far as like, you know, to like for what you need for you to do it, or is it like trying to impress others too?
Definitely for me.
I was gonna say definitely for me, but I won't lie and say I wasn't like 11 and like jump fresh for everybody else.
Oh yeah, facts. I mean, we definitely we definitely grown through stages.
Like I'm not gonna sit up there and lie. Like I'd be a fool to say I wouldn't have jumped fresh for a girl.
Like for me,
it was all about women.
Back then, like I can't make that lie.
I'm my shit. I still appreciate the compliment, but it's just like,
oh yeah, nowadays, but it's just like I'm doing whatever it is.
Like I like this shit.
I think, and part of that's too, like growing up and realizing like the shit doesn't matter. As much as people thought it did, it doesn't matter as much as you thought it did.
Not at all.
Not at all. It doesn't matter.
Right.
It doesn't matter. Somebody told me today, "Where you gonna wear long sleeves 100 degrees?" Like I don't care. Like I do it. I'm getting in the car with the air. I'm getting back out and walking in the air.
I don't plan on yesterday, so I feel you.
Yeah, like I saw somebody
right now.
I saw somebody I know that live in Cali, and it was during the day, and they had on a suede coat with the fur lining, and I was like, man, they wilding. But I was like, at the same time, it don't matter because you just hopping in the air and you getting back out.
That's it.
But people never question celebrities. Like you can see Rick Ross on Instagram today in a neat coat.
It was cold while I was
and he could be in Miami. He can be in Miami.
Yeah,
Miami nigga still ain't gonna question him. He's gonna be like, hey, wait, ain't that a little hot? Nah, it's wrong. Like, it don't matter. What was? I'm gonna ask y'all both too. So what was one of the like freshest things you like, or freshest things you ever felt like you got, like growing up, that made it like for a fit that you was like, I'm finna kill him with this one. But as a kid though, and I mean kid from, you know, newborn to 18, you can 20.
Man, that's a good question, bro. I'm gonna let Greg go ahead. I'm gonna have to find.
What's what you got? Well, you just knew.
Nigga, when I got when I first got the throwbacks, when I first got the Jordan jersey, I was like, oh, this finna kill these niggas. And I was like, we all good. And nigga, what shoes did I have with that bitch? I had that.
You had
I can't remember. I know it was some J's, but I can't remember.
Yeah,
Bad. I need to be able to remember that shit.
But no, that's a
I was only like literally in that moment though. I was only worried about the jersey. I didn't give a fuck about the shoes.
Now I know what shoes you had on with it. I remember he had on some I don't even know if they make them anymore. They were some Adidas.
For real?
Probably some Adidas. He was big on Adidas. I can't remember the name of specific Adidas. They was the white ones with the strap right there. Remember them joints we used to wear with the strap? They made the high toppers where we always
Yeah.
with the strap.
And
I feel like
and they had that chunky bottom too.
Yeah,
they were smooth.
They kind of look like the Yeezy Calabasas.
The power phases, hell yeah.
But they had a strap.
Damn, they do.
I don't even know if they make them no more. But them was a hard ass shoe. I know.
I would have actually liked them more without the strap though.
Of course.
They would definitely been the power phases though.
I don't even remember.
They like chunky.
They got
They
the
was
chunky bottom.
a little bit chunkier, bro. But
They mixed between just like the Reebok Classics and like some Adidas, something.
And I think they was on the 2 for $89.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. You know, it was 2 for $89.
Man, that was the thing, bro. 2 for $89 was the joint, bro.
Man, that was the thing.
I can't even remember what was the T package where you can get like 3 T's for like
it was $20.
5 for 20 at football.
5 for 20.
Now you know they kept on going up. They were first started off at 3, then it was like then motherfuckers started challenging. They were like 4 for 20, and then champs was like 5 for 20.
Facts, bro.
And back then you was wearing T's, so then once that came,
that's all you were wearing.
It was going crazy.
That was back when white tee, jump, all that shit.
Yeah, facts.
Yup.
I'm trying to think. Like, I don't even remember what it would have been that I would have got. It would have made me be like, yeah, like
this is it.
I'm
Yeah. I mean, I want to say I had like a little piece in all of it too. Like jerseys was definitely a thing at one point in time.
Yeah.
Then I transitioned to shoes because we had to start wearing uniforms. You know what I mean? So that's the only thing that we actually could buy to rock every day. Yeah.
That shit happened like really at the perfect time for us too.
Yeah.
Like that shit happened early in the high school, so it was like, alright, this is when we actually starting to care about the shoes now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, you know, for me, like I was before I went to public school, I was in a Montessori school, so I had to wear uniform from the first grade all the way up to the 5th, 6th grade.
Oh, so you was ready to wild out, and then
man, for a year, that's all I had. I just had a year, bro. That's all I had. Do whatever I wanted to do, and then after that 1 year, I think after freshman year, sophomore year, we had public schools was like forced to wear uniform. You know what I'm saying? So I was used to it. You know what I mean? I didn't want to do it, but you know, I was already used to it, so I wasn't really like it didn't really mess me up like it would everybody else. So shoes probably was like a big thing for me at that point, but now it's crazy because you know. I'm not a collector like that, so like I'll really like rock one pair until they fall out, and then go get another pair. You know what I'm saying? Cool. Like I don't. Man,
there's no point of having a whole bunch of them motherfuckers.
I just can't keep up with that.
But I wear probably about the same four pair of shoes, bro. Yeah. Like, cause
man, and you have a stack of them like over like I told you the other day, like I literally one of my closets and was like, get the box like that, and I was like, what's in here? And I opened it up because I was like, and I was like, oh. I didn't even realize
I found a pair the other day that I thought I got rid of. See what I'm saying?
I feel like y'all both always been on that though. Like always. Cause I know when y'all been having.
Bro, like in middle, like that's what I was saying. Like in middle school, like bro, we used to have them, but like we didn't really care. Cause like we were getting them at that pace. But like once we got to high school and we started paying for them, we was like, it slowed down, but it was like, you know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say, I sped up. In high school, I went crazy on the sneakers. Like, I would go crazy. I know I would go crazy. Yeah. Like, fat caps, like, T would have them sales.
I had a lot. I just don't feel like I was buying as much as I was getting in middle school.
I don't feel like I definitely know I bought way more than I got in middle school.
No,
because you only get them, like, well, not me, I only get them, like, 2 pairs at the beginning of the year.
Oh,
a pair, 2 in the middle, another pair.
But that was like, I'm talking about like all over middle school, nigga. Like after like 6th grade, your foot grew like a motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're not getting the kid size no more. I'm talking about like the full span of middle school.
And then I was getting and then we used to do wild shit like, so like, nigga, I'm talking about, man, get the all white Air Force Ones, get the little white bottle of white shoe polish, and had that motherfucker just caked up all around, like being there redoing. We've been in the house painting shoes and some more. We would just be doing
painting so many pairs of shoes.
Man, I'm really ready, especially at this stage in our life, to where like Nike could really improve a way or create a way to where like forces, it's hard for them to crease.
Yeah, you know that needs to be a thing.
Because just how you said it, like before, I think we, went on live. It's like, you can get one wear out of them, and then by the time you're done, it's like the shape is off.
And I really like the shoe. That's the weird thing. Like, so my comparison to the Air Force One for me, and I know you'll know, because I know you like this shoe too. You feel me? Yeah. Stan Smiths. Yeah. They're the exact same way. If they do something right here, and after you wear them the first time, it bulks, right? It does something right there, and it's weird, and they crease.
Yeah, it's over with.
It's over with, but the stands, you can keep wearing them, because the stands look cool, dirty anyway.
Right.
So it's like,
it's better one look.
But
same thing with Chucks and shoes.
So with your
ones, Jordan ones.
Jordan 1. But see, that's the weird thing. Jordan 1s don't crease up like Air Force 1s.
No,
not the same capacity.
Yeah.
No. Air Force 1s crease to the point where after 4 wears, you're like, I feel uncomfortable putting these on. You feel what I'm saying? Jordan 1s crease to that point where you're like, oh yeah, that's just right.
So like, I ain't gonna lie to you, I've seen multiple white kids, like younger white kids, they're like in the dustiest fucking Air Force Ones, and they wear them, like because that worn look is a thing for them. It always has been. But man, when I say
with that shoe,
it's kind of like how how they probably do, how people sometimes do Jeeps. You know what I mean? It's like we think a clean Jeep is fresh, but to other people, like because it's an outdoor car. You know what I mean? And so it's like that adds character to the vehicle.
I be thinking people trying to dress like how they feel about themselves, kind of. You know what I'm saying? Like they have on like it's really not like I see girl like let me just describe one of the little white kids or something like that. They had on one girl had on like I guess like one like the little dress that came down to me like that, and then she had on like the dusty air ones, and you know what I'm saying, like. But I'm like, why have on this dress and then dirty ass tennis shoes?
Right.
Like you're probably trying to like be like, all right, I like this part of it, but you know what I'm saying, like I'm down to earth too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That shit.
Nah, yeah, because it's something about being fresh too. Like, if you like regular fresh, your mind is like, I call it regular fresh and then out of town fresh. But it be the same outfit you wear at home, right? But it's something about it that's different. You put it on out of town, you like, you know what I'm saying? Cause me and him don't went out of town. We laying our clothes like we in 7th grade, nigga, that's the first day of school. You know what I'm saying? And you like laying that bitch out. You like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm finna kill some shit with this. You know what I'm saying? It's the same fit you wore before though. Yeah. But it's something about it. But like you said, the fit. I feel like clothes change your mood too. Like I told him earlier, like, listen, I was like, put these on. I was like, yeah. Like, I was like 20 minutes before that, I was like, I'm cool and just drinking my smoothie and some water today. Ain't gonna be no alcohol, none of that. I switched the glasses. I was like, you know what? I might have to give me some on the rocks. Just to, it just fit the. It's something about it.
Too hot. I need something to cool me down.
Yeah.
Nah, I feel that though. Nah, man, it adds confidence to, you know what I'm saying, to a lot.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm getting more into accessories. Like I like accessories. Like I really want to get. My only issue is you go to the mall to find like the beads that you might want on the bracelet. Like you might want. It's all that like trash kiosk shit. It's not the shit you see on the internet. But the shit you see on the internet, you really don't know how it looks in real life. Like as far as when it comes to those bracelets and stuff. So it draws you back because you like, this ain't no shit that I can just, if this motherfucker coming, it's not right. If it doesn't fit and it's not comfortable, it's a bracelet. It's fit to you, so it ain't nothing you can do. With a necklace, you like, if I get this motherfucker, I don't like it. I can put it on, or I can tuck it in. And be cool. But I think the other stuff is what add to the stuff. You never said which one you got, Mose.
Man, that was it.
You tried to bring it back in.
Nah, it was, I mean, I can't really name anything in particular because I never really could. I never like was 100% into buying J's or 100% into buying jerseys.
That's how we are.
You know what I mean? I kind of been like halfway in, halfway out.
So like we were talking about this actually like maybe like a couple of days ago. It's like not jumping in those trends is some of the best thing you can do.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
I say all the time, bro, that my folks saved my life probably because I wasn't able to rock the snowman tee.
We say that.
Or the Biggie with they wouldn't rock, they wouldn't buy that for me.
That's smooth though.
And so I was rocking, bro, like Cole Hines in the 8th grade. You know what I'm saying? So like that allowed me to kind of like venture off and like it helped me like build like character in my own because people started appreciating me for being who I was. Instead of like following like everybody.
People are way much more attracted to that shit.
Facts. I didn't realize that, but that taught me that during that phase.
Facts, because like you said, growing up, it'd be like that. Like you can't really afford the J's the way you want to afford them, right? But so you gotta find other things. You like, I know my mama ain't finna spend $200 on the 17s. You feel what I'm saying? If it happened once, that's about all it's gonna happen. It ain't gonna be 3, 4.
That's it.
None of that. So like you guys appreciate like being in Marshalls, and then you go over there and you like, let me see what I can find.
That's why it taught you how to dress, like way early.
It taught you how to dress and be versatile. Like you don't have to look like this person. So you might come in there and you like I know me, like I done got some all red K-Swiss back in 8th grade and was wearing them with a fit, you know what I'm saying? And that's something nobody would have put on back then, but like to me it was fresh. And it was crazy to see that people, the all red shoe trend coming to play because I was like, damn, I was wearing all red shoes like
way back then.
Back then, but that makes you like
unique in a way too.
Yeah, because like
at an early age.
some of the coolest shoes, like if I always tell people this, I have no problem wearing Jordans, Nikes, any of those shoes. I have no problem wearing those and fucking those up because I feel like they're so easy to get. Even if they, you know what I'm saying, like it don't matter what the rarest pair of Jordans anybody got, you can always order them again. It's not gonna matter. But I do feel like when you come across that one pair of Stan Smith BBC shoes, you're not gonna come across that too many months. Like when I try to order the joints with the ice cream, I try to order some ice creams with the pony hair. And Kip hit me back and was like, they sold out. And I paid for them and everything. And I was like, man, fuck y'all. And
I'm never gonna see those on.
I've looked for those shoes to this day. You don't see them.
Nobody's gonna be trying to ice cream ones.
You ain't gonna see them in your size.
Not the ice creams that we had. Not them. The ones they were the ice cream, but they were Stan Smith collab.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Bro, them motherfuckers were stupid hard.
They had the black ones and they had the like the white and red ones with the like this light colored blue just on the B on the shoe.
See, mine was the little happy shit.
The ice cream thing.
The motherfucker had like smileys all over the shoes, like the gray with the green. Bro, they did the thing with Adidas. Bro, the shoe was hard as fuck. Won't see them.
You won't see those. These joints right here. And I'm gonna put it on the camera, you know what I'm saying, on the thing, so when people watching it, they know what we looking at.
Gotcha. That was
you know what I'm saying? But you're not gonna.
You can rock them today.
You gonna like. I had some with the ones I caught with the palm trees and everything on. Me and him looked at them for like the longest. I remember he was like, man, it was ugly as hell. Tyson was like, they was ugly as hell. I was even like, these look ugly, but they was like $30.
Yeah.
Them some of my like favorite, like they was trash, but I put the first
They just
day,
happen, bro. They just go with everything. It's weird. Like, for real.
the first day I put them on, he was like, hey, them motherfuckers actually smooth. Cause I didn't wear them probably for like I probably didn't wear them for like a year or two. I didn't wear them because I was like, everybody thinks these are ugly, and I think they're ugly too. But I bought them. Yeah. And then one day I put them on with a fit, and I was like, man,
so you can't do $30.
Well, not everywhere I go, if I have them on, people are like, those, and you like, you could have got these for 30, but you know.
Just how that shit works though. Like sometimes it be the most simple shit. Did you know what I'm saying? The shit you wouldn't think that's gonna get a compliment or something like that, and then people be like, it's like complimenting a girl on her eyelashes or some shit, like something you don't really pay attention to.
I think the thing for me, like that I got like the freshest, what I thought was like the freshest thing. Like I got some flu game. They was just 12s then, you know what I'm saying? We didn't care, but man, I got the black and red 12s for like field day. As a kid, bro, I thought that was like the dopest.
You wore them though? The field day?
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, that was, you know, you was a kid.
Oh
so
yeah,
was
so
like,
you didn't really care.
Field day is like, field day is like Rolling Loud. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Field day is like Rolling Loud.
That's facts.
As a kid, field day is OVO fest when you in 3rd grade.
I forgot back then we didn't have nowhere else to go, so like,
you know what I'm saying? So threw them joints on. I had the little Bulls windbreaker.
Yeah.
Oh man, I thought that was the freshest thing ever. Like
that shit, them old windbreakers was smooth for a second.
90s fits. Full
they
of
still smooth.
Right.
So what are you drawing out of your inspiration from, Mose?
In terms of what? You talking like fashion wise or like
Just fashion, just everything. Like some of the CKDO sports stuff, like even that, like.
Well, it's all different, bro. Honestly, because it's like everything is kind of fit different moods. So
I want to envision it. Like, so what do we start with? Do we get a glass of ice?
Nah, man, nah, dude.
Specific drink, like do you dip a cigar in cognac?
Nah,
like,
dude.
It looks really exquisite. So
I appreciate it, bro. But honestly, like I kind of just
hold up, my bad.
Go ahead.
Y'all didn't know this is the guy that did our cover art for the podcast, man. Cute that shit.
Appreciate that shit, bro. Appreciate it, bro.
I
actually thought about
the
having
Black
a conversation
Johnson
with y'all, kind of fixing some stuff that I saw on there. I was like, man, this is like one thing I do with projects, bro. Like I always see like refinement. So
if I Kanye and you,
yeah. Well, nah, not even do that. You said that with them. But nah, it's like, man, like I don't even really care about like my relation. I care about more of my relationship with people and like the development of how I can contribute to their business.
No fact.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like if I see something that's off, like let's just go back and fix it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's not all about the check at the end of the day. Like we have a relationship that's far
so
past
many
that.
businesses mess up.
Yeah, bro. It's just it's a constant refinement over years. Like I know some of the best and highest paid like professional businesses who still have to keep up. Advertising with their branding, with their content. Because you just have to keep up over time, and so like you got to make those revisions. So I just kind of like I try to maintain that level of a relationship with my clients. Such as like I don't want to call y'all clients, but it's just like from a business aspect, that's how we make the interaction. You know what I mean?
We already know
change anything.
Yeah, facts. But I mean, like I said, like going back to your question, man, like that's just my relationship that I have with Reggie. You know what I'm saying? It's like Reggie is a very cool person who likes to I appreciate his perspective on athleisure. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't always, even though he has to sometimes, like in business meetings, like he has to dress up, but he like can really dress down a lot more frequently than he does anything else. And so he wanted to like present that through his brand. And so like I studied branding, I studied like logos, I studied the revolution of logos, and we just had a conversation and talking about how to create something that he can like use for like the next 10 years, or beyond that. And so it's all about simplicity for me, bro. Like I'm somewhat of a minimalist at the end of the day, and I don't really like a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? So if I can refine what you already have, then we got something we're working with. You know what I mean? That was the process for CKDO and the development of the new logo that you see now. I actually got in. We did a shoot with Gotti, premiering one of the Puma sneakers. He has, and Cake Master actually did the photos, and in the photos, Cake, that's my bro.
He dope.
Yeah, that's my bro. It was in one of the images where you kind of can see, like, it's in my portfolio, but it's like the revolution of like the CKDL logo from like 2009 to where it is today. You know what I mean? It's changed almost, I want to say like 6 times. You know what I mean? But
but they all keep changing. Like
big
brands, they always change. You don't even notice it a lot of times, but
you're not supposed to.
You're not supposed to.
But they're still gonna incorporate stuff from the old one too.
Facts.
So
you got to.
Yeah. So it's like they'll have something going for like 5 years or something like that. Then they'll switch to like Gucci did. Don't get me wrong, Gucci was a lot longer than 5 years. But you know what I'm saying? They came in, switched to G. That's the GG going. Same way.
Yeah.
And you like that shit smooth. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can see myself fucking with this, but then they still bring in the other stuff a little bit, and you like.
Because even like companies like Uber has changed the logo probably like 6 or 7 times.
You know what's crazy?
And people don't notice that.
I actually I met the guy who redesigned the Uber logo in LA. I went to the AIGA, it's a conference they had in Pasadena. And he was one of the speakers, black guy. You know what I mean? And just kind of being in the same environment with those people, it it sheds light to so many other things. You know what I mean? Because I can appreciate logos like Uber. You know what I mean? Or even like one of my favorites that's also really simple is Calvin Klein. And that's another
Klein.
You know what I mean? That's another logo that people don't really realize that got updated. Peter Saville was one of the designers who touched that one up.
That's me, but I'm telling you, all them shits they get changed, bro. I was doing part-time at Dillard's at one point, bro, and like even while I was in there, I was like seeing like some of the they were still incorporating some of the old shit too, and then I was like, bro, this is fucking weird. I was like, I know that this is completely different now, but you know what I'm saying? And that shit used to be like weird as fuck seeing the different logos.
Yeah, they have to. You gotta change, man. You gotta stay up to date with everything that's going on, because that's one thing about like designing or just in like the technology like industry alone. It's like we get a new iPhone, how many? You know what I mean? Like how many years? You know what I mean? When it changes every year, so everything is constantly upgrading.
So you gotta stay up to date.
Yeah, you got to. You got to. But like the best way, I think, and like this is just my perspective. Like when it comes to like brand and identity, like I think that the best way to do that is just to stay simple.
You know
what I mean? You got to even with the LA hats.
You
know
can carry
you got one on.
anywhere.
You got a New York or that's a Southern Yankee. But that's a classic design. It's gonna always be around, bro.
When you keep it simplistic, you can carry it whichever way you want.
Facts.
You can take it. See, and like me and him talk about it a lot of times, like even with the seasoned caviar thing, I want to be able to take it. If it's a podcast today, that's cool. But if I want to make it, we want to sell coffee beans, take it this way, and that's cool. It's a name. You didn't box yourself in. Like when you box yourself in, that's when your brand is like ruined. You're done because you boxed it in.
Right.
And people want things to evolve. So like when you box them in, like I thought Pink Dolphin was a really great clothing line, and then one day it just went.
I thought they made good t-shirts.
I never got into Pink Dolphin.
They had some smooth logo shit, but like
they had some shoes that of course they had the Puma collabs too, and I thought that was dope, but it was just something. One day it just shifted, and it was too urban. And
didn't we just see that shit somewhere else? Where like they had been bought up by somebody else was using the shit, but it was by somebody else.
Yeah, it was by somebody. I don't remember.
Yeah,
but I mean, that was just one of them. That was like one of the examples for me, cause like it was just too urban.
Yeah, I think a lot of like how you were saying with they have to progress. I think a lot of those. A lot of these places or these brands, they're wanting us to progress with them. So like how I think when I was in Chicago, I was talking to Blake, and I was like, bro, like the Yeezy shit that's dropping right now is for us, but it's not like for us right now, if that makes sense. Like some of it is, but like not all of it is. Like in a few years down the line, that's when we'll be like, oh yeah, let me get the Yeezy jump like this. Cause like, did y'all see the?
You talking about the shoes or like the clothes or all of it?
I think
all of it.
I think all of it.
You see when you watched the David Letterman? Kanye?
I did, yeah.
So you see when he dressed David Letterman, he was still fresh.
Yeah.
But he didn't look like he was trying to be
Like,
a young.
you know what I'm saying?
Like he just looked like a fresh dude that was old.
That's exactly what it is.
Well, I can appreciate, man. One thing I can appreciate, is that he's really like expounded upon like how he like wants people to believe in themselves, even like beyond just music, but even through clothing. It's like you don't see Yeezy, you never seen a Yeezy monogram. You know what I mean? It's like the best thing that you've probably been introduced to is like color palettes.
Yeah.
Because like, I mean, bro wears like Russell hoodies and sweatpants. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like I can appreciate his perspective on not wanting to buy confidence. You know what I mean? Like you're buying like plain tees, and everybody like comes at it in a different way. But it's like, I can appreciate it because of the way it fits.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't have to have like a logo to define like my level of confidence in who I am.
You have to actually have confidence in yourself for these clothes to, you know what I'm saying, for somebody to be like, oh, he's hard as shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta actually be there. But with Kanye, I think Kanye is one of the most pure people I think we have in the world right now. And people think I'm
the most transparent for sure.
Yeah, for sure, man.
You got Kanye and you got Kevin Gates. No, I'm playing.
Look, no. Kevin is overly honest. Kevin's overly honest.
Yeah, I ain't say it was designed.
Yeah. All right. Kevin's overly honest, but I think Kanye is probably like one, like
for sure.
I think he's just like overly.
I mean, even what he was doing with the MAGA hat and all of that, like, I feel like that's still a statement in itself, because that's another thing too. Not to go off on like the whole racial thing, but I think black people do have to come to a point where they say, like, humans in general have to come to a point where they say, like, if somebody else does something different to me, that's old fucking K.
Yeah. I
mean, like
everybody's entitled to their own thing.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's the whole thing. Like, that's what Kanye likes. All right, that's cool. Yeah. But I think when people make a big deal about it, that's where shit gets weird. Because I'm like, why do you care? Like, you don't care. Like, why is that such a big deal?
Because I don't, bro. I've never like put, like, I believe in people, and I have like modeling factors in my life in the industry in terms of celebrity. Yeah. But like, I don't never put nobody on that high of a pedestal.
No. Everybody's gonna do something.
It affects me like that. Yeah, exactly. We all people.
They don't look at them like people, bro. They look at celebrities like they're fucking like, demigods or some shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and it's fucking
just
dead. Yeah, I know people that like got starstruck and passed out and shit. Like when they seen somebody, I'm like, bro.
I done shook Diddy hand before, so I'm good.
I'm like, I don't see how that. Like, I don't see that people do.
I would sit right there and have a conversation with you.
Man, dapped them up and kept walking. You know what I mean? That's a crazy story too.
Yeah, because I was wanting you to go ahead and explain.
Nah, man, it was crazy. We had actually we had gone out to Cali. Man, this was like I think a year or two ago, maybe been 2 years ago actually, and we was actually just on vacation. It was like me, CKDO, we was all just chilling or whatever, and we had linked up with one of our homegirls named Key. She's 21 Savage, man.
Yeah.
So she was out there, and I think it was her birthday around that time. And we just got out celebrating with her.
I think she was in Chicago at the same time I was there for that wedding.
Probably so. Yeah. And so I think she had knew somebody that was actually at Diddy's crib and was saying like, yo, this is Diddy having a pool party or whatever. Yeah. Y'all come out, show love or whatever. So it was like, cool. So me, I'm thinking it's gonna be like on like a Rick Ross level where you see like abundance of people, just like everybody just like, out. So we got out there and it was like in Malibu. So this is my first time in Cali. So like,
that's already crazy.
It was crazy. You know what I mean?
It's overwhelming at first, bro.
Yeah, it's like an hour, 45-minute drive too.
Everywhere.
You know what I mean? So we going and it's like, it was weird. Like the whole introduction was weird because like when we drove up, it was like we had to park on the side of a highway, you know, in the mountains or whatever like that.
Like Grand Theft Auto type shit.
Man, yeah, slick. So when we parked, like it was some security guards who had drove up to where we were to drive us to the crib. Like you gotta you can't walk down there. You know what I mean? It's a long walk. So they picked us up because if you on that side of town and you parking, like they know why you there. Yeah. Ain't nobody just randomly over there because you know 9 out of 10 you don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And so they picked us up. We went down there. You know, that experience alone was crazy because we walked in and he was right there at the door. Yeah. So it was more intimate than anything, and that's what actually shocked me.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't even expecting him to be there. Like usually they'd be like, okay, Drake throwing a party in Miami. He probably gonna show up for like an hour and then dip off. Right. So you're not gonna see him or meet him like that. But he was the one that opened the door for us. You know what I'm saying? And that was crazy. That was crazy. And we actually we was in all black, and everybody at his spot was in all white. So he was like, man, who the fuck are y'all? You know what I'm saying? And so we had to explain that, how we got the invitation and all that stuff. And so he ended up showing us love, and we dapped him up. Walked in, Kardashians over there on the couch. Ty Dolla $ign, we walked right past Ty Dolla $ign. You know, he's chilling with his girl. You know what I mean?
See, that's some fly shit.
24 hours was in there. You know what I mean? So like everybody was just really just there chilling.
Shit.
And the one guy that was there was this dude that I follow who was actually like the designer with Ye. Alongside the people don't really know like that, Tracy Mills. He was there. He was the coach for the Drew League. What's his guy, Frank Nitti?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like the coach with the game and all that stuff. But he's like heavy, like he's a heavy head in like the fashion industry as well. He got like a line out called Venus and Mars. But he cool dude. You know, he designed like the first Yeezy like collection. You know what I mean? So he was a cool dude. But I didn't actually get to meet him because by the time we got settled in, I think like people were so like kind of like blown away from where we were. People started pulling the phones out, so they get it. But I was like, nah,
come on,
they gotta get out of there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they gotta get out of there. So the security guard walked over to us and was like, you know, y'all got like 30 seconds. He was trying to be cool about it. Like he was like, man, y'all got like 30 seconds, kind of wrap up, you know, the drinks y'all got in your hand. Yeah, y'all gotta be on y'all way. So after that, man, we was just like, man.
Oh man, but that's still.
I wasn't even having a good time though, because it was weird. Because you can, it's like you invite me over to like a family function, and I barely even know you.
Yeah,
that's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like I made like
and probably most of the people that was already in there knew each other. So
yeah, exactly. And they celebrities, so they're not gonna be all like.
I'm like they're not gonna be on you, but shit, conversation.
But I'm saying, I think this, but at the same time too, it's like in that atmosphere.
Yeah.
You come in. We don't know the hell you are. We all know each other.
Exactly.
You walking up to me and talking to me is probably just not what the fuck I want you to do.
Yeah, right.
I'm thinking of myself. I'm thinking of myself being Kim.
No, I'm not
couch.
saying hit the motherfucking.
She wasn't there, but her sisters were there.
No, you know what I'm saying? No, but I'm just saying like, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking of myself being like on the couch, and then you know, oh hey, I'm Mose. You know what I'm saying? Or like, hey, I'm Justin, and I'd be like,
yeah. What's up?
What's up?
Yeah.
Like, cause I'm really like, I just feel like my mood will be the same. Cause I be like, I'm not really trying to entertain this. Hey, I'm not because I'm a celebrity, just because like I know these people. I don't understand why you're here, and then people really don't approach me.
Yeah.
They don't. You know what I'm saying? They don't know you. They don't know me, and not in this capacity anyway.
Right. The people that approach me are fans.
Right.
But even on a regular, like even with just us being us, it's like you can throw a house party and then a gang of niggas pull up that you don't even know like that. Nah, you kicking them out. You like, nah, like I'm good with people.
When we did that party out there out east, bro. We did that little one.
I was there.
That was crazy.
You like, nah, y'all gotta go.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
So it was the same kind of like context. You know what I mean?
Cause when they came in, it wasn't like instantly.
As soon as they hit the door, bro, I was like, Justin, you know them? He was like, nah. I was like, they come with kids.
But I'm saying it's just like when, you know, shout out to Amar. It's just like if you invite him or someone, he's gonna bring some motherfuckers with him that you probably don't know.
Yeah.
And even if you tell him like, don't bring them extra motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And so upon the first 10 minutes, you gonna be looking like, they with them, and then you gonna start looking like, man, bro, some of them niggas kind of gotta go though.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but
bro, it was 12 of us too. Like we was rolling deep. So like that
12 people all black and all white.
Yeah. So that was already
a celebrity all white. You know what I'm saying?
That was over with. That was over with.
That's big deal.
I don't even know who was talking about before that, but that was just the crazy.
Nah, that's an experience that the world needed to hear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now we're gonna get back. So how you do so you get a glass of you flip open your laptop. Cause see, I like to hear people's creative process. Cause everybody got a different thing to do.
Yeah.
Like me personally, I might give me a glass or something. Then I gotta cut on music.
Yeah, I feel you.
What's your go-to artist? I'm asking weird questions, but I'm gonna ask you too. What's your go-to artist when you're in a creative mind state?
Man, I'm all over the place, honestly. Like my go-to artist is definitely gonna always be Dom. You know what I'm saying? Dom Kennedy. I always play Nip. Actually, like when he died, like bro, I was cool on music for a while. Like I was not even listening to music.
Yeah, I ran into you that night.
Yeah, exactly.
We was out that same night.
Yeah, we chopped it up about that too, I believe.
Yeah.
And it's just been like, I guess at that point I was kind of just going through like reading like audio books and listening to motivational like interviews with people that I aspire to, I look up to in certain aspects.
For sure.
But in a creative environment, bro, it's like I'm just more so with like tunes. It ain't really about like no artist for real. Like I'll play like if you go on YouTube, it's like people have like live like instrumentations that you can just kind of click on and just kind of vibe out to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think like lately, bro, like I gotta work out first. You know what I mean? Like I gotta get active. You know what I mean? I have to kind of like work on myself before I can allow myself to feed into other people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
I got to. You know what I'm saying? So that's like my morning ritual. And then after that, it's like some good food. You know what I mean? Water. You know what I mean? Stay hydrated and just kind of have that conversation. At that point, because I've already invested into myself, so now I can give a lot of myself to other people.
Yeah, you gotta have something in yourself to put it out.
Exactly. If I don't do that, like, bro, I'm all over the place. You know what I mean? So that's just pretty much it. And then, after the conversation, if we have like a lot that we can relate to, or if I can feel like I can give some service to whatever it is
that a person is.
That they want, then at that point it's just okay, it's a yes or no.
Yeah.
And so a lot of times when I work with people, bro, it's an easy process because I gotta develop a relationship with you first. You know what I mean? Just so that I can know that what I'm helping you with is like it has a sense of relevance to the world.
Thanks.
You know what I mean? Because everybody got ideas, everybody got brains.
Yeah.
But everybody don't want to help people.
Yeah.
And a design, bro, like as a designer, bro, you gotta be careful with what you put into the world.
No, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that's what everything is, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I my words, what the fuck you doing, all that, bro. Like all that shit matters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for I respect that a lot, bro. Because I'm one of them people that, like money's cool, man. And
you gotta manifest the right thing.
Yeah, man.
They come and go.
It can't be the only thing you have to, man.
They come and go, bro.
That can't be.
I gotta make sure that your through conversation, of course, like that your mission at the end of the day is extremely like credible. You know what I mean? To where it's like it won't mess my name up. Yeah. Because that can be the easy thing where it's like I've designed stuff with people before to where it's like, you mess with them. Man, have you heard what they did with that? You know what I'm saying? And that was a younger stage in my life to where it was like I was just doing it for the money. And I was in college. I was doing logos, little mixtape covers. You know what I mean? Just to get myself above water. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, for sure.
But as I eventually kind of grew up in the industry, it was like all about like relationships. It was all about like what you wanted to bring to humanity, and what you wanted to add. And just after that, it's like that's an easy fix at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like after that first initial conversation and you catch vibe with people and you start to understand them, like everything else kind of just runs its course.
No,
you know what I'm saying? That's kind of how we did. You know, I already knew y'all. So the fact that y'all shared with me what y'all wanted to do, and I think I spoke more with you. Like you was like, bro, we're really trying to start here, but eventually we're gonna take this here, here, and here. You know what I mean? I won't say it on live, but you know, I felt it, and I was like, cool. Like I already know what type of people y'all are anyway, so it made it an easier transaction. You know what I'm saying?
So when you started sending me the stuff, I was like, yeah, you know what we talking about.
Oh yeah, but it's all, but he's always been like, he gonna make sure you meet, like, it's a meeting of the mind. Yeah, fact. More so than it's a transaction.
Got to.
So it's like everything always comes out smooth. Like that's just what it is.
Mose been on some shit though. Even when he was doing the shit like when we was like in college, I was like early college. I was like, he's smooth.
Oh yeah,
I told him or Blake. I was like, Mose don't even know how cold he is right now. And
you told me
probably have like went like 10 times past that now. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like you already had like a good feel for that shit like early.
And you ain't got a feel for like it's not here. Like the feel you got is like here. You feel me? Some people be designing stuff and they be doing shit and you be like, that's cool, but that shit's like it's gonna plateau like really quickly. Like your shit is like here, not to gas you, you know what I'm saying? But like it's here.
I appreciate
it. Like and like I tell him, I always call you the. I told you a few times. I always call you the Black Jonathan Mann. And like a lot of people don't know who that is. Like that's the guy that designed like the blueprint covers and different things like that. But like even now, I feel like you went past that because you do the covers, but you on all sides of the culture.
That's real.
So it's like you do a cover, then you do a logo, then you do a brand, then you pop up one day, this nigga done designed the stage. You like, what's next? Like, are you gonna design a planet, nigga? Like, what's happening?
The hardest things he did was when the game did that competition.
Oh yeah,
Man, I did 2 of them competitions, bro.
What else you do?
He did 2 competitions. Actually, he did 3.
Yeah.
But I only saw the wolf one.
Yeah, it was the wolf one.
He did a couple of them. He had to slide through. He did a couple of different ones.
It was one album. It was the Year of the Wolf, and then it was the other.
He did one like a bandana or something.
Yeah, I think that. I feel like that was called. It was called something else. Let me go on here.
Was that the one like he was like naming it after his daughter or his son or something? I
can't even remember. It's right here on my IG. Hold up, I'm gonna pull it up. I know y'all can edit this later, but I gotta find it.
No, we don't.
The documentary too.
Okay.
And I was like, bro, I got
That's the one that people were doing the bandana with though.
Yeah,
I do remember that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he actually ended up.
So I have seen this picture. I didn't know this what that was. I didn't know that was another thing though.
Yeah. He actually, I think that he went with a fan with the Year of the Wolf.
Yeah.
But I think when the documentary 2 came out, he kind of wanted to work with somebody hands-on to tell his story, and I can appreciate that. Like I'm not, but it actually like that was a humbling experience within itself because through social media I was able to kind of, I guess, interact with different people who I didn't know, who didn't know me.
Bro, social media has some very, very valuable parts to it.
If people use it right, the internet itself, if it's used right, is very valuable. Most people use it for porn.
Facts.
Facts. That's facts.
Hey, look, this nigga over here talking. He just made the whole
what's that?
The logo.
Oh, I mean my name pop up as the logo. Like it's like King Scrill, like it does like that.
Yeah, the Pornhub activation logo.
I ain't seen it.
But it's like I ain't put it up yet.
Oh, okay.
People been telling me not to do it, but I'm still gonna do it because I'm me. Like I love it. Like telling me not to do something gives me all the energy.
Tell me about more jewelry. I'm gonna keep on buying.
Like it gives me all the energy, but nah, that's definitely a fact. Well, yeah, man. I mean,
I think that's about it.
You can wrap it up. You know what I'm saying?
Crickets around there.
Nah, it's all good, man. I appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah.
Having me on board.
Appreciate you coming through, man.
For sure. Hey, you know. Until next time, cause
now do your handle and all that stuff for IG and stuff. If you want to.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't never did that before. My bad. So
Nah, you should, bro.
look at
my
him.
IG.
Bro, I be fucking up on this shit all the time.
Yeah.
I'm simple, bro. My IG is Mose.Jobe, bro. Mose.Jobe. You know what I mean? So
Smooth.
We're gonna tag him in it and all that
Yeah.
fancy fly stuff. You know how we do.
appreciate
I
it.
want to do a big. We probably gonna do a big one at some point. Not to go back in the topic, but you know what I'm saying. I want to do like a big one, like me, Jr, you, Blake, Dokes, like some crazy,
that would
like
be live.
AC. You
That
know
would
what I'm
be
saying?
live. Yeah, that'd
Some
be live.
crazy shit.
Cause we all really grew up together, like you know what I mean? Like we've been on
Yeah,
each
I'm
other
saying.
really since 7th grade, bro.
But
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
that's what I'm saying. Like it'll be dope.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. We've all grown, bro, and that's a lot of people can't say that. You know what I mean? To have
Nah,
like
hell no, it sure
you know what I
can.
I ain't gonna lie to you, a lot of the people that wasn't thinking and growing like we were, bro, they got weeded out. And it's not saying like we can't fuck with that person, it's just, bro, you're on a different, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, people
thing.
grow at different paces. I ain't
Yeah.
I ain't
So
sure.
it's,
Season Caviar.